everyone. Today I'm working on my Margarete Miller. I'm actually doing this a little bit early because I'm going to be out of town this weekend when I normally do it. So this is for week 22, which is the week we're in. All right, so I don't know. I had a lot of fun with this one this week. It's a little bit different than what I normally do. And I had some fun with it once I kind of got into the theme of it. All right, so we have an image of something being held. Well, I have this digital kit, which I will put into the post about this video. I had these digital kits that have these sort of 1950s, 1960, somewhere in there, maybe 1940s. Vintage looking women, and they are holding cocktails. So, and this past weekend was Memorial Day weekend, and I felt like having a cocktail, and that's kind of where my theme went. A pair of glasses or monocle. Well, I'm actually doing sunglasses because, again, it's almost summer and the ladies have cocktails. Something bright. I have this very bright lime green paper I'm going to use. A picture or a piece of jewelry. Okay, so I kind of used her as two things. She's got some jewelry on right there. She's wearing a pearl necklace. This woman also has earrings, but I didn't really have an image of jewelry that would work. So I'm using her as an image of something being held, delicious looking cocktail. And I'm using her as my jewelry. Your favorite number or numbers. Okay, well, these kind of go two ways. So numbers, but it also said bonus graph paper. I am using 2 pieces of graph paper, and on them I have, let's see if you can see, used one of my, hopefully you can see that, one of my, why do I always blank on what this is? I have used, oh my gosh, I'm totally blank. Every time I think of this word this week, I blank on it. It's a stencil, sorry, oh my goodness. I have this stencil that I inked. This was inked with the Distress ink in size antique linen. And then the other one was inked with magenta from Recollections. Because this is already on the paper, so I was trying to match up but if you can't tell, this is graph paper that I've inked that on, and this is graph paper. They're just 2 different colors. All right. We didn't really do anything for Memorial Day because we're taking next weekend as our Memorial Day weekend. We normally go up to the family cabin and clear the lot. And it just didn't, we weren't able, my father-in-law wasn't able to get the bins that we need to use to put the yard, the stuff we rake up into. So we're going up with my husband's parents this weekend. We're meeting them up there, and we're doing the 3-day weekend this weekend. So my husband worked yesterday and is taking next. His job allows him to do that. To take a, he doesn't have to take the holiday off. He can take a different day for his holiday, which is really nice. So that's what we're going to be doing. So we're going up there this weekend. And so I have to do this early You will not see it until this weekend sometime because I'm going to schedule it, but I'm prepping it early because I still have my full deck challenge, and then I have to get ready for us to go up to the mountain house. I do a lot of prep ahead of time, and especially this time because it's supposed to be last weekend it was in the 70s. This weekend it's supposed to be almost 90. So we're going to be, so we don't like to, it's easier for us just to take kind of pre-prepped food. Like I make breakfast, but because it's so hot, we'll probably just do a variety of things. I'm making my husband's favorite bean salad to take up with us. You know, 3 bean salad. Most people know what that is. And I'm going to roast up some potatoes, and then we're taking just a bunch of salad stuff, and I'm taking some grilled chicken with me, you know, for me. Because as I've mentioned probably before, my husband is vegan. So he does not eat meat. So my idea was to stick her down, and then she's going to be here. And then I was going to put the sunglasses, and then I have some flowers I'm going to put on here too. Just putting on, it's just kind of like, it's almost like they're each their own little collage, sort of. So anyway, I'm taking up salad stuff, but I'm also taking up, you know, stuff to make sandwiches for the lunch. And I like to do what my husband calls my girl lunch, which is where I just take up hard-boiled eggs, and I have a hard-boiled egg and some olives and some fruit, handful of crackers, some carrot sticks. It's just kind of a little snacky lunch that I do, especially on these weekends when it is, in my mind, very hot. Not, sorry, I just realized I don't have one of my baby wipes on here because I got to take this glue off. I forgot that I don't need it all the way to the top. But only when we go up to the mountain house in the winter do I do a lot of cooking. When it's hot, I don't like to cook. So usually we take pretty easy things. We used to grill a lot, but then we had we had the deck on the second floor replaced. Well, not we, but my in-laws. And such a horrible job was done that most of us didn't feel safe stepping out on it. It was like, it's really hard to get good help up in that area for some reason. I think because it is such a, you know, it's a town that's dependent on weekend visitors. I mean, we've had a house, my husband's family has had a house up there since, like I mentioned in my last video, since he was 3. So it's, but, you know, we're not up there all the time. So we're kind of considered weekend visitors too. Sorry. I forgot to stick these sunglasses down before I stuck her down. But, you know, would it be one of my pages if I didn't do something in the wrong order? Luckily, I'd forgotten to put too much glue there, so I was trying to just go for kind of a festive look. I think I had her over a little bit more last night. The other thing is I have these flowers that just happen to match the color scheme. And so putting these on is kind of fun. Anyway, it should be fun. We enjoy going up there with his parents. It's always a good chance for us to visit and catch up some. Because, you know, they're busy, we're busy. We don't always have I mean, they only live 15 minutes from us, but, you know, my husband's busy at work, and my in-laws take care of my husband's, you know, checking on my husband's grandpa, and they have their own stuff going on. So it'll be nice to be up there and visit with them for a couple of days. We'll be hot and exhausted, but that'll be okay. Okay, so this is kind of the theme I was going with this time. I don't know, this one was really fun to me. I am always excited when summer comes. Summer is one of my favorite seasons. Even though where we live, you know, it doesn't really, summer is when it gets cold and foggy, so it's kind of not the not like most summers. I mean, I'm glad it's not too hot, but it would be nice to be a little bit warmer. And so that's kind of why, yeah. So there we go. I felt like some vintage women, some cocktails, some summer colors. I was ready for it. So let's go over this. An image of something being held. That's cocktail. A pair of glasses or monocles. I did some sunglasses because I'm imagining them poolside. Poolside. That's her swim cover. She's got her little swimsuit on. It's very tropical. I'm jealous. No. Something bright is this very bright green. A picture of a piece of jewelry. I'm just counting her necklace as my jewelry. Your favorite number or numbers. That's in the background. You can barely see it, but it is there. And then bonus is graph paper, which is both of these. So, yep, that's it. And like I said, I'll link to the vendor I used. Sorry, I'm just realizing that I feel like I could use a little more of an orange flower right here. Never done. Oh, and sorry for that noise. They are doing landscaping near me. Or I should say the landscapers are outside. There, sorry, I wanted to do 3. All right, there we go. I hope you enjoyed this one. I had a lot of fun with this one. I've not been having as much fun as I felt like I could be having on these recently, and this one has changed all that. So sorry for the noise. I hope you have a great weekend. Thank you for watching. Please like or comment or share if you like it. I'm having a lot of fun trying to do these every week. All right, take care.